So it would appear that the Hollywood Reporter has lost its ever-loving mind. They've given us a breakdown of the A-list faces we should all aspire to, feature by feature, telling us which celebrity we should tell our plastic surgeons we want to be nipped and tucked to appear as. And do we see an issue here? Are you stupid?
Yeah.
Camera, you're very pretty and you're in great shape. You're not like that Hollywood skinny thing.
Oh,
Girls
thank you.
look like sickly. I
Thanks.
remember reading a quote or hearing that you had a Philly steak sandwich before the Oscars instead of the required salad.
Have you ever watched an older movie and thought, why does everything feel so magical? So realistic? The actors look like actual people. They had freckles, crooked teeth, acne scars. They were unique. They were normal. And their expressions were unforgettable. Now compare that to many blockbuster movies today. Everyone has perfect skin, veneers, sculpted jawlines, identical faces and lips. I mean, their face barely even moves. And honestly, I think Hollywood's obsession with perfection is making movies worse. And so do a lot of people. Now, this isn't going to be a video about bashing anyone for getting cosmetic work done. People should definitely feel confident in their skin and do what makes them happy. However, when almost every actor or even singer begins to look the same, we lose something really important, and that's character. Today, we're going to be talking about Hollywood's beauty standards and how they have changed, and how social media has made it worse, and why audiences are starting to crave authenticity again. Hollywood has always cared about the way that you look. That's nothing new. However, there used to be a huge difference between being attractive and being simply unique. Older films were filled with actors who had unique features. Maybe they had a gap in their teeth, like Anna Paquin, or a strong nose, like Willem Dafoe, wrinkles or expressions that instantly made you know that it was them. These facial features didn't take away from the performance, they became a part of it. That's because our brains naturally remember faces with unique characteristics. When everyone has different facial features, audiences can instantly tell characters apart and connect those faces to emotions and stories. Now, imagine a cast where everyone is chasing the exact same beauty standard. Nobody looks bad, but nobody stands out either.
This scene in Euphoria season 3 is currently going viral because it's showing the difference between an actress who appears to have Botox and an actress who doesn't.
We invested in our kids' college funds. And what does that have to do with me?
One of the top tweets I saw says, fillers are actually so crazy because with Sydney's acting, you can literally see that Cassie doesn't care in her facial expressions, but the other lady's face doesn't move at all. If you watched without sound, you wouldn't know she was mad. No hate to the actress Jessica Blair. I think she looks gorgeous, but it is true that you can notice a difference. Sydney had the ability to show emotions because of her ability to move her muscles. She did a great job expressing the confused look with her eyebrows all tense, her eyebrows raised in the scene. She's like, and it reminds me of this person on TikTok who uploaded this video of Anne Hathaway crying before when she was able to kind of like move her face more, and you can really see the anguish in her face versus now when she doesn't have as much expressions. People will argue that in this scene it's not supposed to be moving much because she's supposed to be like elated and happy, and these are like happy tears. I agree to a certain extent, but at the same time I feel like when you're happy your face still moves. But I'd really love to know what you guys think about all of this. Does an actress's inability to move her facial muscles or show grand expressions, does that affect like the entertainment value for you? Let me know.
I am not against plastic surgery, but am I so evil for not wanting to watch a TV show where the main characters can't express themselves because these are their eyes and their eyebrows? Wow, did that really happen? I don't want to watch it.
Social media has quite literally changed Hollywood for the worst. I mean, actors aren't even just actors anymore. I mean, celebrities, period. They're influencers, luxury brand ambassadors, fashion icons. They're being photographed every second of the day. That creation is the same amount of pressure to look perfect. Social media only rewards that specific look. So, I mean, what do you expect? Perfect skin, white veneers, structural facial features. I mean, even perfect lighting. The term Instagram face isn't for no reason. It's that polished look, lifted brows, fuller lips. Everything is perfect. Now, there's nothing wrong with looking your best. However, the issue is the entire industry start treating it like it's normal when it's not. Hollywood is supposed to create different worlds filled with different people. Instead, everybody starts looking like they went to the same aesthetic clinic.
Mother, the crops are growing. The famine is over, and we can finally eat. No man is going to want a rough and tumble farmer's daughter like me. Oh, Margaret, my lack of suitors has me totally heartbroken. I've been crying all night. Can't you tell?
So it would appear that the Hollywood Reporter has lost its ever-loving mind. They've given us a breakdown of the A-list face we should all aspire to, feature by feature, telling us which celebrity we should tell our plastic surgeons we want to be nipped and tucked to appear as. And do we see an issue here? Are you stupid? Lips like Angelina Jolie and Sabrina Carpenter, skin like Julianne Moore and Jennifer Lopez. And Margot Robbie makes it on the list twice for her smile and her jawline. Oh, they snuck Zendaya in there though. Little sprinkling of melanin. This is irresponsible. This is racist. This is bizarre. Who greenlit this post? Even half the women on this list would say, what the fuck is this? Rachel Lindsay said it best, so I should aspire to look white to be A-list or perfect. This isn't even coded. Take this down and fire whoever posted this and the boss that gave them the green light to do so. The girlies who are looking at this, we should all aspire to have our own unique faces. Shouldn't all look the same, not even just from like the racial aspect. Oh God.
Here's something that's actually very interesting to take in. Most people think acting is just about saying lines, but it isn't. It's more than that. It's about facial expressions, emotions, raw and uncut realness. Think about the last time a movie made you shed a tear. Chances are it wasn't just what the actor said. It was the movements in their face, the wrinkles around their eyes, tensions in their forehead, the way their mouth changes when they start crying. Humans are wired to read those little expressions. That's how we connect with people. Now, to be clear, getting work done to your face doesn't automatically make someone a worse actor. There are incredible actors who've gotten tons of surgeries and have done amazing performances. But when the industry consistently rewards polished, highly uniform appearances, audiences can start feeling like something is missing, even if they can't quite put their finger on it. Sometimes what we call a movie having no soul isn't one big problem. It's a bunch of little things that make it harder to emotionally connect.
Watch this. I believe this was 1990, I think the 62nd Academy Awards, and it is just a different time. It honestly looks so simple and so good, and it's kind of like this says, everyone just looks good and healthy. There's so many people in this video that at that time were just in their prime. They were young, maybe mid-20s, maybe late 20s, and now they're obviously much, much older. But you have to realize, at this time, there was no smartphones, there was no social media. People just would show up, and you didn't see these celebrities as much as you do now. Now you're seeing what they eat for dinner. You're seeing everything about them. Back then, you didn't see any of that. So when they would show up on these red carpets, it was like this magical figure showing up. And also, the way they dressed was so much more natural. There was not as much cosmetics, not as much trying to outdo last year or outdo the other person. They would show up looking very, very classy in these sleek dresses or these very nice suits. And it's just wild to look back at now as 36 years ago, how much time has changed in just 3.5 decades.
Finished watching Euphoria, and all I can think about is that none of those women are probably able to lift up their carry-on and put it in their overhead bin on the airplane. And it's like, okay, don't comment on women's bodies, but I'm seeing bones that I've never seen in a human arm before. Bones that should not be visible. It's like this. No, it's like, I don't even know how to display it because I've never seen anything like it. Like, or when Sydney Sweeney is the biggest girl there, we have a fucking problem. Sydney Sweeney, who's also like this, we have a problem on our hands. And I don't care. I will comment on it because are we just not going to comment on people's bodies until everybody's dead? Like, also might I add, everyone was tiny to begin with and looked great and healthy in this first season. And now I'm like, oh my God. There's a difference between being naturally skinny and being emaciated. And I'm sure you can tell which is which.
Movies in the late 80s, 90s, and even the early 2000s felt so magical and real because of the real imperfections and expressions of the actors' faces. In today's times, audiences are becoming more vocal about wanting authenticity again. We want characters who actually look like they belong in the world they're living in. A medieval warrior shouldn't have influencer makeup. A teenager shouldn't look like they just walked off a luxury skincare campaign and have a dermatologist. Sometimes flaws make up the character and what they are. And believable stories create emotional connections.
Have celebrities gone too far? There's been a lot of talk of banning Botox in Hollywood because the emotions are simply not emoting. Sydney Sweeney has gone viral for being this amazing actress simply because she could frown in this scene. Have we gone too far? Anne Hathaway, 20 years apart, Princess Bride versus The Odyssey. This is her crying in her latest movie. We're really not getting the point across. Do we think that actresses should be reverting back to full expression in their face, or is this the type of thing where everyone should be minding their own business?
An actor might have not had the tiniest nose or the prettiest smile, but they had individuality and they were memorable. And that's all that matters.